believe that's exactly how he's going to take on this assignment tonight.
Yeah, and he'll be going up against a really good A's lineup. All right, that's Around the Park with Crook and Kipe. Enjoy the ball game.
Around the Park with Crook and Kipe.
The game is as good as it's ever been, and maybe better.
It ends on a flare.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Yes, Scooter, you made the phrase, holy cow, popular. So, at this time, Scooter, your friends have decided to present you with your own holy cow. You know, I'm not sure that was rehearsed beforehand.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out, kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
Now let's check out some plays from the field that only a mother could love.
Thank you to all the mothers out there. We love you.
Too sweet.
Nicely done with the sign.
Vientos is not going to want this on his highlight reel, I'll tell you that.
Some just don't know how to catch them.
Bubba.
You can even smell on his bat. Hitters are funny. Now he's talking to it.
Then Peters has some problem.
Heads up. Man alive.
Look, Mom, check out these top defensive plays.
Adele leaping, and he makes the catch.
He's unreal.
One of his patented run-saving miracles.
Welcome to the show, kid.
Put a star on that for Jarvis. Picked it right off the top of the grass. It was a snow cone.
That was sensational. Spectacular play by the Padres' first baseman.
He jumps and he makes the catch. P-Crow awesome. Ryan Waldschmidt with a diving catch. What a catch by Eli White.
How about that?
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
24, he's made the historic jump to the major leagues as the new skipper of the Orange and Black.
I'm fully aware of the tradition that's here. You know, the one thing that always got to me was the sense of family that was a part of this organization. There's a lot to learn from the past, and there is very high expectations, very high standards to meet because of the past.
It's time for the Tony Vitello Show, sponsored by Amici's East Coast Pizzeria. When you want the best in town, Amici's delivers.
It's a phenomenal place to live. The fan base is arguably the best in the country. Again, I'm humbled and honored to be here in front of you today to take on that challenge.
This is the Giants Radio Network.
Dave Fleming back here in San Francisco as we get ready for the second game of this three-game series, Giants and the A's, with the Giants manager, Tony Vitello. After a really nice, sort of clean game last night, you and I were talking about Robbie Ray before the game and how encouraging his performance was in Atlanta, maybe even more so the way he pitched last night.
Yeah, I mean, no obscure setup with rain delays and lineups and things like that last night. Just a bunch of righties that he had to face. One of the most dangerous lefties in all of Major League Baseball, and he was on. That's the only way to say it, and then some. And he navigated through really the only one defensive mistake we made. And then to our players' credit, too, they made some really strong defensive plays behind him. Willie created a couple opportunities. Rafi finished them. So it was just encouraging to get back here and play good baseball. after, really the Miami series, other than a couple innings, it got a little sloppy with T-Mac struggling to find the zone. We just couldn't really build anything. And last night we didn't build that much offensively, but I do feel like the at-bats are really good. And, fortunately we were rewarded with a win.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. And as a big picture point, this is not a loaded comment, but it is interesting to me how this sport, when the starting pitcher is good, the whole thing just feels so different. The game gets managed differently. You have a different sort of approach to the bullpen's fresher. Like everything kind of flows from when you get a solid start, things look easier.
Yeah, Skip Johnson is the head coach at Oklahoma. They just won the national championship. They won the Friday game, lost Saturday, won Sunday to win the series. Saturday, they struggled to throw some strikes, and I wish I could remember his exact quote. For a high school coach or little league coach, his words were perfect. And he talked about basically when you're trying to miss bats, you throw balls and it makes everybody worse. And there's a rhythm and almost a dance to the game that you don't want to get away from. And when a guy is attacking the zone, even though you might get hit because you are throwing strikes, it creates kind of this orchestra-like vibe where he's the conductor and everybody else plays in rhythm behind him. And yeah, again, I can't put great words to it, but I agree with you. It definitely exists, and hopefully Webby and Robbie have kind of set the tone. And Rupert picking up where he left off, he was really trying to induce contact last time, but he didn't get good contact because he was trying to do that. So here's to all of our starters setting the tone between now and the All-Star break.
Indeed, and a good segue to tonight, because probably the news of the day is Tyler Mahle comes off the injured list. He's going to get the start tonight. What do you expect from Tyler?
Yeah, hopefully he's fresh. He hasn't gotten a lot of action. Needed to make sure his leg was where it needed to be, and then gets the one shortened rehab start. So tonight will be a shortened start as well, but hopefully he's fresh and hopefully he's attacking. If there's anything that sticks out between last year's success and this year not being quite as good as everybody would like, is some nibbling. In particular, I think if there's something for you to watch, glove side fastball when he's going away to a righty, is that a strike that stays through the zone, or is it a strike on the way to the plate and then steered out of the zone? Whether it's to avoid contact or whatever it might be, I don't know. I think it's just something that's kind of popped up and is most noticeable, but you can't nibble, especially when you got a short runway. You might as well air it out. We're not going to have you out there when you're at 85 pitches. So hopefully that's his thought process.
A couple good little keys there. And just on top of that, one quick follow-up is your bullpen is equipped to handle innings after him.
Yeah, I joked to the big group in the dugout when we talked to the media. It's almost been like an all-star break for the relievers. Yeah. We've had 2 off days, a rain out, and Webby, 2 outstanding outings from Webby and Robbie, where essentially the bullpen has not been used. So we have gotten guys up. So I don't think not pitching should be an excuse for anybody. Hauser is available. It'd be interesting if he comes into the game. It's been a minute since he's thrown, but they all should be fresh, and yet they've gotten some work on the mound. So hopefully in a good spot there.
All right, one final moment with the Giants manager when we come back.
Hey everybody, Brian Murphy here for Amici's, East Coast Pizzeria. And when you order for delivery, wouldn't you rather have the food delivered faster, for less money, and direct from the people who actually made it? Yeah, Amici's has been making and delivering your favorite East Coast style pizzas, pastas, and flame roasted wings for 38 years. Order at Amici's.com and get your order in less time and for less money than using the mega delivery guys. When you want the best pizza in town faster and at the best price, order direct, and Amici's delivers.
Summer just turned up the heat. The year of millions rolls into its hottest season yet. More cash, bigger prizes, and even more chances at your share of $4 million. This is where summer wins big. $4 million in prizes all year long. And the next big moment, it could be yours. Only at Chick-Chancy Gold Resort and Casino, where every day could be the day.
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
In no regard for his body? I don't even wait till I thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. Just toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green. You're an all-star on the field and off, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey,
thank you.
Riley Green, bro, food genius.
here to left field, back at the wall. This ball is gone. It is down for a hit. Here comes Ward, and the Dodgers win it.
They get Jacob Mizorowski, the hottest pitcher in Major League Baseball. Jacob Mizorowski not messing around.
You're going to get a heater with Mizorowski, so you better be geared up for it. Even if you are, you're still not going to hit it.
Herrera, bouncing ball up the middle, diving stop, Massey, a flip, and an out! Tolbert and Massey combine! Put a star next to that one!
Cam Schlittler tonight was Cam Schlittler. That good, that dominant, that consistent.
It's time for another road trip. We're heading to Birdland. Welcome to Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Opened in 1992, Camden Yards set the standard for new ballparks. Creating the retro classic aesthetic of brick and steel, nestled into a bustling downtown neighborhood, Camden Yards breathed new life into Orioles baseball. Just steps from the Inner Harbor and a short walk from Babe Ruth's birthplace, Camden Yards is steeped in unique history and tradition. The 100-year-old B&O warehouse is a lefty's dream target in right field. Take a stroll on Utah Street and be on the lookout for bronze baseballs embedded in the road. These plaques mark where home runs landed over the right field fence. And of course, in 1995, this was the scene of Cal Ripken Jr. breaking Lou Gehrig's long-standing Iron Man streak. Join in on the Unified during the national anthem. Feeling crabby? Grab some loaded fries from Local Fry. Or maybe head over to Boog's Barbecue and indulge in the delicious 92 crab cake sandwich. The city of Baltimore loves their O's and their ballpark.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Bank.com. First pitch is moments away on the Giants Radio Network.
Baseball season is here, and now you can trade the game in California states on Kalshi, an official partner of the KNBR Black and Orange broadcast. On Kalshi, you can trade on outcomes across the season, from who will win it all to how teams and how players perform. Because Kalshi is an exchange, you're trading against other people, not a house. As the odds move, you can buy in or out of your position anytime, before the game, during the game, and all season long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code KNBR to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Struggling with social isolation? There's help, and it starts with shoes. Try Walk and Talk, the non-prescription treatment for people who want to move their bodies and mouths at the same time. Simply invite a friend on a walk. Just one dose boosts serotonin and reminds you that light gossip is better outside. Side effects may include new inside jokes and slight perspiration. Do not attempt if you're allergic to processing emotions in public. Individual results may vary. Don't wait. Ask your doctor if Walk and Talk is right for you. Brought to you by El Camino Health. Togethering heals.
This is Vanessa Deniston, senior attorney at the Dolan Law Firm.
The Dolan Law Firm handles a diverse line of cases from personal injury to employment law.
We're proud to say the Dolan Law Firm is just as diverse in our attorneys and staff. The Dolan Law Firm consistently achieves outstanding results with over $1 billion in verdicts and settlements.
The Dolan Law Firm, the best, most diverse personal injury and employment law firm we hope you'll never need.
Contact us at dolanlawfirm.com.
Do you support locally made sausages? Then support a San Francisco original, Evergood Sausage Company. Family owned and operated since 1926, crafting authentic sausages right here in San Francisco.
Reynolds backing up on this ball and misplays it.
Well, I don't know what happened to Reynolds here. He badly misjudged that ball. He moved back.
That's outstanding. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that, Garrett. That's a lot of work. And Thomas lost the bat and nearly took out Luis Ariza in the on-deck circle in so doing.
That's great. The umpire comes in, no catch, no catch. Camaro's like, sure I did. See? That's great. 22-year-old having fun.
out a minor tune-up to the Dodgers lineup may have Mookie Betts firing on all cylinders.
It's gone! There's the feel, there's the results.
Dave Roberts decided to give Mookie a new perspective on Tuesday, dropping him from his usual 2-hole down to the cleanup spot for the first time since 2017. Safe to say, Mookie's slumbering bat woke up.
And this ball is gone. A home run as Mookie announces he is back.
Betts went atomic against the Rockies, launching 2 homers and driving in 5.
Well, Betts in that cleanup spot, and that's exactly what he's been doing with runs. He's been cleaning them up.
And hey, shout out Andy Pajes. He shifted up into the 2 spot, racked up 4 hits, and extended his MLB leading RBI total. The Dodgers have been winning and are on top in the NL West, but getting Mookie Betts back to his old self makes their chances at a three-peat look a whole lot better.
The Giants haven't seen before, Gauge Jump. When we come back, we will have the national anthem, the starting lineups, and the first pitch. Giants A's baseball coming up next.
For more than 40 years, Habas Law has focused on one thing, fighting relentlessly for injured Californians. Because behind every catastrophic injury case is a human life forever changed. It's why Habas fights with preparation, intensity, and relentless commitment. No fluff, no distractions, just real advocacy for injured Californians. Habas Law, relentless for justice. Visit HabasLaw.com. Omar Habas is a California licensed attorney, offices in Northern California, including San Jose. Past results do not guarantee future outcomes.
They call this one Bill.
Whoa, aliens? Am I in a spaceship?
Affirmative, Bill.
What's with the laser saw?
Relax. We are cutting our bill in half.
What?
An Xfinity mobile transmission says you can cut your bill in half.
Oh, your mobile bill, not me, Bill.
Ah. Xfinity Mobile also says we can try it free for a year. Free.
Yes, with no commitment. Can we put the saw away?
I am reluctant. But we will find another being to bisect.
That's not sci-fi. It's Xfinity Mobile. Xfinity Internet members cut your mobile bill in half. Plus, try Xfinity Mobile free for a year. No commitment. Learn more at XfinityMobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay.
Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Spangled Banner on this San Francisco kind of night. It's still a little overcast. We got the marine layer here. Yeah, sure. Play ball. Kids say down on the field as the Giants and the A's are almost set to start. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Good crowd filing in. We have people all the way up in the very top rows of the upper deck on both sides. So we're going to have another big crowd here tonight. We had 40,000 on Tuesday night last night. And the Giants played one of their better games in a while. The Giants with a very sort of crisp, nice, complete 3-1 victory over the A's. So we'll try to make it 2 in a row tonight. Let's set the starting lineups. Sponsored by the Dolan Law Firm. They live here, they work here, they win here. DolanLawFirm.com. We'll start with the A's. The A's are 38-41. They're only 2.5 games out. The American League West, nobody has really had a great year in that division. It's very tightly bunched. So the A's are right in the middle of the division race, 2.5 games out of first at the start of the night. Henry Bolte, Bay Area native, grew up in Palo Alto. He's the center fielder and the leadoff hitter with Zach Geloff not in the starting lineup tonight. Nick Kurtz is going to play first base and hit second. Shea Langoliers doing the catching. He bats third. Tyler Soderstrom, the left fielder and the cleanup hitter. Jacob Wilson at shortstop bats fifth. Joey Meneses, DH, hitting sixth. Lawrence Butler in right field bats seventh. Max Muncy, third baseman and eighth place hitter. And Jeff McNeil will play second base in place of Geloff. Happily, Geloff seemed to have survived last night's gruesome-looking hand injury, and he's not in the lineup tonight. He's got a big bandage on his hand, but it sounds like he avoided what could have been a really serious injury, so we're glad to hear that. Anyway, Geloff not in there. McNeil, the second baseman, batting ninth. The pitcher for the A's is the left-hander Gage Jump. He's 3-1 with a 2.37 ERA. He's a young guy. He just got called up from AAA on May 26th. This will be the sixth start for him of the season and of his career. He is a brand new rookie big leaguer, and overall he's pitched really well. His last time out against the Angels, he went 7 innings, gave up 1 hit and no runs. So this is a guy who has a lot of upside, and the A's are very excited about Gage Jump tonight against the Giants. Meanwhile, the Giants take the field here, and Giants lineup looks like this. Matt Chapman, the third baseman, hitting in the top spot with Luis Arraez out of the lineup tonight. Perhaps again tomorrow, we'll see, but expected to be just fine long term after fouling a ball off his foot last night and leaving the game. Chapman at third base, hitting leadoff. Bryce Eldridge plays first base tonight. He'll bat second. Casey Schmidt out at second base, hitting third. Rafael Devers, the DH and the cleanup hitter. Willie Adames, shortstop, hitting fifth. Jung-Hoo Lee out in right field, bats sixth. Victor Barracoto, he's a left fielder and the seventh place hitter. Eric Haas doing the catching, hitting eighth. And Jonah Cox gets a start against the lefty. He will bat ninth and play in center field. Pitcher for the Giants, and it's a pretty big story tonight in that Tyler Mahle comes off the injured list to make the start. Mahle, the right-hander. It's not been a good year for Tyler. 1-7 with a 6.04 earned run average. So he has really struggled. The last time he pitched for the Giants was almost exactly a month ago, May 26th, and went 5 innings against the Diamondbacks. Went on the injured list after that with a left hamstring strain. It's taken him a month to get back, only 1 rehab start, and that was 11 days ago. And now he's back on the mound here in the big leagues to start against the A's. A message sponsored by Walk Up Personal Injury Law. Justice takes more than a fighter. You need a champion. Visit walkuplaw.com. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the San Francisco Giants. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants. The leadoff batter for Oakland, Henry Bolte, sponsored by Ayala, Morgan, and Bizard. When you've been injured in an auto accident, you don't just need an attorney. You need a heavy hitter. Contact Ayala, Morgan, and Bizard. Tyler Mahle against Bolte. First pitch of the night is a called strike right on the outside. 4-seam fastball. Good pitch, 92 miles an hour. Count is 0-1 to the right-handed hitter. With Kurtz looming on deck, having a huge year. Bolte fouls this pitch straight back. Another fastball at 92. And the count is 0-2. 59 degrees at first pitch. 6:46, the official start time of this game. Time and temp, sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi, trade on anything, even the game. 0-2. Mahle throws, And he misses high with a fastball. Another four-seamer at 92 miles an hour. And not a bad 0-2 pitch there. Bolte just wouldn't chase. Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss. Strike three, a hard slider. 84 miles an hour with a lot of bite to it. Malley strikes out the first hitter of the night. That was a good pitch. And here's Kurtz. Kurtz had a really rare, quiet night last night. Nick Kurtz is just having a monster second season. He was a Rookie of the Year in the American League last year. The pitch off the inside, ball one. He had 36 home runs as an A's rookie. He's got 19 this season, so he's on pace for right about that number, maybe even a couple more. 61 batted in. He takes this one. Ooh, that one was real close and might have been a strike. It wasn't challenged by Haas. It's early in the game, and it was very borderline, so I think probably a good no challenge. 2-0 the count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and Kurtz's helmet flies off. That was 94 miles an hour. He just blew it right by him. 2-1 to Kurtz. One of, if not the most impressive part of Robbie Ray's outing last night was how he pitched this guy. Kurtz faced him 4 times, went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. 2-1. He lines this one to center field. Cox on the move, and he'll catch it. Nice jump by Jonah Cox, who he is so fast out there. 2 down. That ball stung 110 miles an hour off the bat, but it hung up in the air. And even though Cox was shaded on the pull side, shaded out towards right center, he got to that one easily. 2 outs, nobody on for the catcher Shea Langoliers. He also has 19 home runs. A lot of those were early in the year. He got off to a tremendous start. First pitch to Langoliers off the outside, ball 1. Giants nothing, A's nothing. Here in the top of the first inning, just underway. 2 down, nobody on. 1-0 the count. Malley pitches. Langoliers swings and misses. Slider, strike 1. So far, so good for Tyler Malley. He's not going to go deep in this game. If you heard Tony Vitello before the game during our pregame show, it's not going to be a long outing for him. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Really, these pitches toward the Vitello very specifically gave us a little scouting report on Malley. Like, what are you looking for from him? And he said, just watch the fastball to a right-handed hitter towards the outside corner. Is he letting it stay on the corner, or is he being too fine and pulling it off the corner and missing with it? So far, so good. 1-2. Slider down and away. 2-2. I mean, really, truly, if the Giants got 3, even 4 would be, I think, well, they'd be thrilled with that. Innings of quality from Malley tonight, they'd be happy. 2-2 is in the dirt. Bounce the slider, so he runs the count full to Langoliers, 3-2. Those were big misses, those last 2. Giants defensively, Barracoto out in left field, Cox in center, and Jung-Hoo Lee in right, and Chapman, Adames, Schmidt, and Eldridge around the infield. Told you 59 degrees at first pitch time. There is a breeze blowing out again, just kind of like last night, towards center, and maybe a little more across from right to left, a little more of the normal wind. Last night the wind was a factor, and the ball was carrying. 3-2. Langoliers, it's another foul. So he's having a long at bat now. 15 pitch inning for Malley. 8th pitch of the at bat to Langoliers coming up here. 3-2. He hits a fly ball left center. Cox was shaded that way for Langoliers, so just glides back and makes a catch short of the warning track. Now number 3. Nice beginning for Malley. Retires the side in order. The Giants will have Chapman, Eldridge, and Schmidt against the rookie lefty Gage Jump. When we come back for the bottom of the first, no score on the Liberty Group. Protect your assets. Giants Radio Network.
The future is not built on yesterday's tech. It's built The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville. It's Asheville. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah. They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Raising kids with smartphones isn't easy. Heavy social media use affects kids' sleep, confidence, and mental health. Learn how to guide kids toward a healthier balance at carsforkids.org/parenting, because smart kids need informed parents.
Back to Orange and Black Bats Kraken on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
First pitch to Matt Chapman. He swings through a fastball, 95 miles an hour. He was late. He did not pick that pitch up to start the game for the rookie left-hander Gage Jump. Bottom of the first, no score. Chapman waiting for the 0-1. And it's a fastball low at 95 miles an hour, 1-1. Gage Jump, who is 23 years old, was drafted in the first round in 2024 out of LSU. Tony Vitello knows him well. Faced him when he was in college. Here's a foul. Look out. Pulled right up against the screen that protects the Giants dugout. It's 1-2. Tony didn't actually face him, but his teams faced him. Gage Jump was a really good pitcher. First at UCLA, then at LSU. And just his sixth big league start here tonight. 1-2 pitch, curveball up and away. And one thing that Tony Vitello said to us about him is that it sounds like you're making a pun, but he's herky-jerky and he sort of jumps at the plate. Here's the 2-2. Chapman fouls this one back. 97. That was right out over the middle. He is not, he hasn't been walking a lot of hitters. Jump has walked 9 in 30 innings. So it's not like a great walk rate, but it's not astronomical. But he's not real pinpoint with his command. 2-2 pitch. Chapman fouls this one back. That's 2 in a row right down the middle. And I think the point from Tony Vitello is that he will make mistakes. He relies on that deception and the fact that he's hard to time to get away with it, and just pure stuff. He's got good stuff. 2-2. Here's the compact windup and the pitch. Chapman strikes out swinging. High fastball. That one was up just enough. And Matt Chapman goes down. First out of the game for Jump. No score. Here in the last of the first, and Bryce Eldridge will come up left on left with Casey Schmidt on deck. Who's on deck? Sponsored by TimberTech. TimberTech decking and railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Here's a strike to Eldridge. 95-mile-an-hour fastball down. Count 0-1. Eldridge drew a big walk and scored a run in the game last night, but he's had a quiet few games with the bat. 0-1 pitch. That one is low. Another fastball. It's just been almost all fastballs. He tried one curveball against Chapman. Eldridge hitting .291, 6 home runs. The pitch. He slaps at this one and hits it foul. Kind of an emergency, almost like a 2-strike swing on a slider that was out over the plate, but it wasn't 2 strikes, just 1 strike. Eldridge now behind at the count 1-2. Jump throws, and he misses with a breaking ball outside. He tried a sweeper, so we've seen the curveball, and now the sweeper from Jump. Two and two. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3 called. Wow, right on the outside corner at 98 miles an hour. 2 down, and Eldridge, he didn't challenge, he knew it. Just a perfect pitch from Jump. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's Schmidt. We're coming to you live from the Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino broadcast booth. Second game of the 3-game series. Giants and the A's. Schmidt's got the streak going. He also has great numbers against lefties. He pulls this one foul on the first pitch he sees from Jump. Strike 1. Schmidt, 6 consecutive games. I'd say 6, 7 straight games now with 2 or more hits. He extended that streak last night to 7. This one bounced in the dirt, a changeup in front of home plate. Last Giant with a streak of 7 games or more, with 2+ hits in every game, was Marco Scutaro. That was back in May of 2013. Last one who had an 8-game streak was Bill Terry. There's a Hall of Famer from the 1930s, 1934. Ball in the dirt from Jump. So Schmidt 2-1. We'll make that our leaderboard update, sponsored by Bank of America, proud sponsor of the Junior Giants, helping inspire tomorrow's leaders on and off the field. 1934, 2-1 pitch. Schmidt swings and misses. High fastball, 2-2. That's what Schmidt could equal tonight if he could have another multi-hit game. The Giants Hall of Famer whose number is up on the wall down the left field line. Retired forever, Bill Terry. 2 down, nobody on. The 2-2 pitch from Jump. Schmidt hits this one down the right field line. Foul. Let's pause here for station identification. This is the Liberty Group. Protect your assets. Giants Radio Network.
This is the flagship of Giants baseball. Double play! KNBR and KNBR-FS San Francisco, the sports leader.
2-2. Schmidt hits another foul down the right field line. Dave Fleming, Darren Chan, our producer-engineer here from Oracle Park in San Francisco. Giants baseball on the radio. Dwayne Kuiper is going to be over on the radio broadcast for the middle 3 innings tonight. 2-2. Schmidt strikes out swinging. Jump got him with a high slider. Engaged Jump ends up striking out the side. The Giants battled with him, but he ends up getting 3 strikeouts to start this game. We will go to inning number 2.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Pack your bags. It's time for a road twib. In a brand new segment, we're hitting the road. And our first stop is a big one. It's Yankee Stadium. Opened in 2009, Yankee Stadium's majestic presentation reflects the iconic look of the original stadium that once stood just across the street. Make your way over to Monument Park to see a collection of plaques and retired numbers that honor both Yankee legends and baseball greats. Over at the Yankees Museum, look back at over 100 years of team history. Time to grab a bite to eat. Maybe the classic chicken bucket or the ice cream chicken bucket. Whatever your appetite, they've got something for you. But the main event is always Yankees baseball, and there's not a bad seat in the house. Sit with the bleacher creatures in right field and join in on the famous roll call. or take your place in the judges' chambers. Action and history are at every turn, and all fans will find something to appreciate at the home of the Bronx Bombers.
In fact, an order of 2 street chalupas at participating Taco Bell U.S. locations for limited time while supplies last.
Now back to Giants Gloves Poppin' on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Inning number 2, Tyler Mahle against Tyler Soderstrom. Fastball, strike one, kind of pulled it. I think that was away from the target, but right into the strike zone, and Soderstrom took it. It's 0-1. Tyler Soderstrom, the left-handed hitting, still young, A's outfielder. One pitch. That one misses just a little bit low. The split change, 1-1. Tyler is the son, Soderstrom, of a former Giant. Steve Soderstrom didn't play for the Giants for that long, but his dad was a big leaguer. Tyler was a first-round draft pick. He takes this one low. 2-1. A guy that the Giants scouted very heavily in high school and considered picking in the first round. A's took him. There's a catcher, but has converted to an outfielder. Here's the 2-1. Soderstrom takes a ball, but it's being challenged. So Eric Haas, and I think Eric's track record is a little spotty on these, but he's going to be right on this one. Yeah. There's the cheer from the Giants fans and the mumbling from the home plate umpire who called it over turn. Some umpires are less enthusiastic about this system than others, it appears. 2-2. That is just a little bit low. He threw another splitter. 3-2. Soderstrom has been hot. So this is a guy, last night he had a couple of hits. Big pitch here for Mahle. 3-2. It's hit high in the air. Medium deep right center. Lee giving way to Cox, who will call him off, and Cox makes a catch. Again, well short of the warning track. Sky high, way up there into the wind. One out, bases empty for the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. This is the Taco Bell second inning. Stop by your local Taco Bell. Try their new Cantina chicken menu. Remember to live Moss. The pitch. Wilson takes a strike. High fastball, 0-1. Jacob Wilson, 276 average, 4 home runs. This wave of young A's position players. He takes this one off the inside, kind of jumped back out of the way. Jacob is the son of a former big leaguer. His dad, Jack, was a longtime shortstop. Let's see with the Pirates. Fouls this pitch back. It's 1-2. Southern California native. And a guy who last year in his first full season, he hits this one on the ground to short, right to Adames, gobbles it up, throws him out at first, 2 down. 2 outs, bases empty. Wilson last year hit .311 for the A's. It's a pretty good rookie year. A's had Kurtz and Wilson. They had so many productive rookies last season. 0-0, 2 down, bases empty. Top 2, Joey Meneses again tonight. He's the DH for the A's. Here's the pitch. Ooh, call the ball. That one, I think that could have been challenged. That looked, well, maybe not. Looking at the StatCast strike zone, maybe that was a little bit low. So good job by Haas, but not by much. The 1-0, foul back to the screen. It's 1-1. Last chance to bid in the Giants family auction is today. All kinds of stuff available. Concerts, baskets curated by Giants players and their families, and much more. Here's a ball outside, 2-1. Proceeds benefiting the Giants Community Fund and George Mark Children's House. SFGiants.com/GCF. as in Giants Community Fund. Two and one. Malley to Meneses. The pitch. On the ground to third. Two big hops. Chapman all the way across the diamond in plenty of time. And Malley has retired the first 6 tonight. Pitching well. Coming off the injured list. Bottom 2 with Devers, Adames.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Guess who that is? Roger McDowell.
Check him out. He has his uniform on upside down with the shoes on the hand, and it looks like he's walking on his hands. Has his cap hanging down. That's supposed to be his head. Well, the Mets really trying to turn it around. They do, however, trail in this ball game 4-0. I love that.
What you need. Quote today in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Giants fans, stream the sports leader on the all-new KNBR app. Now back to the orange and black.
Devers against a lefty Gage jump. First pitch fastball very high. Ball one. Gump struck out the Gump. I guess I just mashed his first and last name together. It's Forrest Gump pitching against the Giants tonight. No, it's not. It's Gage Jump. Struck out the side in the first inning. Devers very late. Swung right through a fastball down the middle, but he was not close to hitting that one. It's 1-1. Devers had a big hit in last night's game. Drove in a run late to pad the Giants' lead. The pitch. Outside, 1-1. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Adames on deck. And Jung-Hoo Lee. 0-0 Giants A's. Here's the pitch. Devers hits a foul that got a piece of the umpire, and Langoliers immediately turned around to check on Ramon de Jesus, make sure he was okay. It was kind of a hanger, but it was in and up, and Devers, I don't think there was any real way to square that one up, but he swung and foul tipped it, so it's 2-2. The pitch. Off the outside. He's worked the count full, 3-2. Giants, they went down 1-2-3 with 3 strikeouts, but they made Jump throw a lot of pitches in that first inning. So he's already up to 24. This will be his 25th pitch of the game. Devers fouls it back. Did not have his full force behind that swing. Kind of a defensive swing from Devers, but did the job at least to fight it off. It was a 97-mile-an-hour fastball down. 3-2. Devers hits a fly ball left center. Angling back Bolte, and he'll catch it short of the warning track. Devers, again, just not really on balance. It's a good pitch right on the outside corner from Jump. Devers retired. Here's Adames. You can get a camo t-shirt this Sunday. Giants will wrap up the stand over the weekend against the Atlanta Braves. First 20,000 fans on Sunday get the Giants camo t-shirt presented by Cutwater. Here's a pitch high. Ball one. sfgiants.com/promotions. To Adames, the pitch. He hits a high pop-up on the infield. Second baseman McNeil, still on the dirt, makes the catch. 2 down. And the batter is Jung-Hoo Lee. Lee, last night, hit the longest home run of his Major League career. 414 feet, hit it over the right center field wall, all the way out towards Triples Alley. Lee just continues to produce. He's doing it game after game. Had a hit and a walk aside from the home run last night. He takes this pitch outside, ball one. Jung-Hoo's hitting .331 with those 5 home runs. 5 home runs, he's not going to be a big home run hitter. The pitch. That's a strike, but 10 or 15 home runs to go along with a high batting average, good defense, good base running. That's the formula, I think, for Lee to be a really good long-term big leaguer. 1-1 pitch. This one's low. Hard slider, 90 miles an hour, harder than the sweeper. So we've seen a changeup, a slider, a sweeper, and a curveball to go along with the 4-seam fastball. 2 down, nobody on. 2-1. I think the other thing about Lee is he's doing enough damage now that pitchers are starting to go after him more carefully, and he's taking a few more walks. He hasn't taken a ton of walks this year. 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. He blasts this one to right field on a line. That is going to get down 1 hop up against the wall. Lee's going to test the arm of Butler. The throw is late and slides in safely with a double. Man, Jung-Hoo, another one. That was 103 off the bat. He just obliterated it. Right, he is swinging it so good right now. If you throw one where jump through that one, kind of right out over the heart of the plate, it was a 96 mile an hour fastball. Jung-Hoo's going to be on it. And you love the fact that he was very aggressive there with 2 outs, because Butler got to that carom pretty quickly, and Lawrence Butler's got a decent arm out in right field. Lee never hesitated and easily made it into second. Here's Barracoto. The pitch. Barracoto fouls it back. High fastball. He had a good swing. Strike one. Victor Barracoto, who has not played much at all. Only 18 at-bats since joining the Giants, and he's been on the team for a while. So he hasn't gotten into any sort of rhythm, but starting here tonight, the 0-1, off the inside, ball one. His Major League debut was on May 22nd, so he's been in the big leagues for a month and had 18 at-bats. Hard to stay sharp. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1. First scoring chance, first hit, first base runner for the Giants. The Lee double. He's at second. Haas is on deck. See if Barracoto ahead of the count 2-1 earns himself a fastball and a fastball count from a guy who's got a really good fastball. 2-1 pitch. Topped foul. He got a fastball, and he just, again, that's sort of like those Devers swings where, and part of it is just jump. He's funky, he's different, he's hard to time. But those are not the swings you want to see from a guy, especially ahead in the count, when you get that fastball. Off balance, not a lot of oomph behind that one. 2-2. The pitch. He hits it foul. He got a curveball and just barely stays alive. That was down, so he did well. He did well to get a piece of that one. Lee taking his lead away from second. 2-2 to Barracoto. The pitch. Curveball hit foul again. That curveball was up, and I called it a curve because it looked so high, but it was a slider. He just really missed up with that slider. You got to give Barracoto credit here for a guy who's just been iced on the bench. He's battling. This will be the 7th pitch of this at bat. 2-2 from Jump. Barracoto fouls one. Back out of play. Another high fastball. Jump, I don't know whether it's by design. It doesn't look to me like he's really hitting his target every time. The catcher's mitt is moving all around, but it can't be easy to hit. He's up, down, in, out. He's all over the place with the spray chart. Throwing hard from the left side. Another 2-2. Barracoto strikes out swinging. A curveball in the dirt. He got him to chase that one. Picked out of the dirt by Langoliers. He throws to first for out number 3. Barracoto, that pitch bounced right off of home plate. So Lee with the double, but he doesn't score. We'll go to the 3rd.
Vargas 1 for 3. 1-0. Vargas hits it deep to left center. This one's got some carry. And it's gone. Eldemaro Vargas gets one back. Well, you're the DH. You're supposed to be the hitter, and he's been hitting a single and a run scored in the 2nd, and a 2-out homer in the 7th, his first of the year. That went 431 feet. 109 miles an hour off the bat. That's a momentum breaker right there. He's the ultimate argument for the 26-man roster.
1-2 to Julio Rodriguez. The pitch by Bradish. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Tag applied by Adley, and that's that for the Mariners. In the bottom of the 1st, a couple of strikeouts for Bradish. He's off to a good start. He faces the minimum in the 1st.
Swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. That breaking ball is sharp tonight. Some swings and misses on pitches not even close to the zone, and Bradish has struck out 3 of 4.
Well, again, you get to 2 strikes, and his curveball can be unhittable.
Fastball, strike 3 call. Locked him up with a sinker at 95 miles an hour. Strikeout number 5 for Bradish. Forget the wrinkles. He went straight gas on his 30th pitch of the night. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider. Another strikeout for Kyle Bradish. He's spanned 7 through 4 frames. He was touched for a run. Mariners are on the board, but Baltimore on top as we go to the 5th.
Straightforward ad. See if you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE or Progressive.com.
Now back to the Orange and Black on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Tyler Mahle back to work. 3rd inning, no score. Lawrence Butler for the A's takes high, ball 1. We need to send our thanks to the Evergood Sausages people who provided a little special spread for the broadcasters before the game. Here's a slider. Foul back out of play. It's 1-1. That was actually a splitter from Mahle. 100 years Evergood Sausages has been around. A Bay Area family-owned company. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Butler. They're available inside the park, promenade level, section 112 and 125, and then view level section 326. So if you're at the ballpark, check them out. There's a ball right toward the outside corner. I guess it missed, not by much. 2-2. Mahle throws. Butler takes strike 3 call. He was going to challenge, but he decided not to. He started to raise his hand and then thought better of it, and good thing, because that was a strike. Mahle gets the strikeout, 1 away. The 2nd strikeout. He retired the first 7 A's hitters of the game. Up comes Max Muncy, not that Max Muncy. 228 batting average for the right-handed hitter. Mahle to the plate, and he fouls a first pitch slider back, strike 1. They had kielbasa's and Louisiana hot links today. The folks from Evergood Sausages did. So thanks to them. Thumbs up from DC. Which one did you have? The hot link or?
I had the hot link.
Ooh, the hot link. Here's the ball in the dirt, 1-1.
I'm sweating back here.
Could everybody hear that? Is that on the air? Okay, good. Here's a swing and a foul. 1-2. So if you want to sweat it out at the ballpark, go find the Evergood Sausages. We also wanted to say congratulations to Scott Osler. Not that this is like brand new today, but Scott Osler, who spent 56 years as a sports writer, 32 years at the Chronicle. He's retired from the Chronicle. I think he's still doing some freelance work, but Scott was here today to throw out ceremonial first pitch with his family. There's a big cake for Scott in the press box. Now fastball low, 2-2. He made us laugh a lot over the years. Still does when we see him. Congratulations to Scott Osler. Now a swing and a miss, strike three, the splitter. Muncy goes down. Third strikeout for Tyler Malley, who he looks great. 2 down. Jeff McNeil will come up. We're coming to you live from the Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino broadcast booth. McNeil, the ninth place hitter. Bolte, the leadoff man, is on deck. 0-0 game, third inning. A swing and a foul down the left field line. You can get Giants Flex memberships available for a limited time. Flexibility to pick your game, seating location, and the number of tickets per game. Flex plans start at just $499. sfgiants.com/flex. The 0-1. McNeil got jammed. Fouls one back out of play. 0-2. They're in the sixth inning on the Toyota out-of-town scoreboard down in San Diego. Padres 3, Atlanta 2. Final game of that series. 0-2. Ground ball to short. Adames charges, scoops it up, throws to first. A little high, but there's Bryce Eldridge over there with all that wingspan. He hardly had to reach up to take that high throw. And Tyler Malley, 3 perfect.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, "Neil, where you going?" He said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's bat.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Like the 3 outs of a triple play. It all connects. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
And even though you're dejected down 3, first pitch swinging, this ball's hit in the air to deep center field, and George Springer gets it over the wall for a home run. His extra base impact continues. 3rd home run of the postseason for Springer. And they've got 6. Fastball liner, 3rd up. He's ready for it.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Live answering all your financial questions to help you achieve your financial goals. The O'Donnell Financial Hour, Saturdays at 9 a.m. here on the Sports Leader.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Eric Haas takes a breaking ball from Gage Jump. Strike one called. Last of the third. Giants nothing, A's nothing. Haas, Cox, and then Chapman. Back to the top of the order against the left-hander, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a changeup. It's 0-2. So Haas immediately behind the count 0-2. To the count. Longer hold. Now the pitch. Way up and outside. 1-2. We were giving you that score on the Toyota Out-of-Town scoreboard. Padres 3, Atlanta 2. Atlanta, they'll travel here after the game. They have tomorrow off in San Francisco. So the Giants are playing a day game. The Braves have the day off. The pitch. Hit foul. He just got a piece. Haas did. Curveball. Haas is seeing all kinds of off-speed stuff these days. He's beaten a lot of fastballs. He's hit for power with the fastball. So he's not seeing as many of those right now. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Haas fouls this one off. That was a fastball, and it was right down the middle, but it was 98. And after all the soft stuff, he was late. Braves will have an off day tomorrow. Then Friday night, they'll be here to start a 3-game weekend series. And lots of former Giants are coming back to town with that Atlanta team. Here's the 1-2. Topped foul. Mike Yastrzemski would be, I think, most notable. Mauricio Dubon, Dom Smith. Those guys are all going to get ovations, I'm sure, when they're back here. Joey Bart now is a part of the Braves. When we were in Atlanta just this last week, he was not on the team. As soon as the Giants left town, the Braves made a trade for Joey. 1-2 pitch is strike 3 call. The backdoor breaking ball. Out number 1. Sorry, the 5th strikeout among the first 8 hitters for Gage Jump. Jonah Cox will come up with 1 out and nobody on. Corner infielders creep in against Cox. We'll see. Maybe he might think about putting a bunt down. Here's the pitch. He does not bunt. He takes a fastball right in there for strike 1. Bart has a home run tonight. The 2 runs for Atlanta on a 2-run Joey Bart home run, but they trail the Padres 3-2. 0-1 pitch. That one misses down and in. J.P. Martinez is the assistant pitching coach for Atlanta. Longtime coach with the Giants. Antoine Richardson was a big league coach for the Giants for several years. He's now their first base coach. 1-1. Cox fouls this one back. He sort of dropped to a knee on his follow-through. That was a slider right down over the heart of the plate. 1-2 to Jonah. Here's the pitch. He lines this one into left field, base hit. A low liner. He got a curveball and he pounced on it past the range of Wilson. And Jonah Cox has his first hit of the night, first hit in a while. He's another one of these young Giants players who just hasn't had a chance to play much. It's a nice little swing. 102 miles an hour off the bat. And now you get his speed out there. Jonah, we'll see. It's a left-hander on the mound. We'll see if we can get a good read on the jump and the move, the pitch. That is low, ball 1. A fastball. He was not going anywhere. Chapman struck out in the first inning, although he did see a good number of pitches. Second hit for the Giants, a 1-out single for Cox. Now a throw over, and Jonah dives back safely. Cox, of course, came to the Giants from the A's, so he knows some of these players from his time in the A's system. Giants traded with then Oakland, gave up Ross Stripling, and got Jonah Cox. Here's a strike, a high slider. 1-1. That is a deal that worked out very well for the Giants. Because Jonah Cox, he's got a chance to be a good player. He's not playing much these days, but he's got a lot of ability. 1-1. There he goes. The pitch is fouled back out of play. Well, Cox had a nice jump. He was going to steal that base, but it was a pitch out over the heart of the plate, so you can't blame Chapman for swinging at it. Cox has to run back to first. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Chapman takes a ball, and on appeal, no swing. He checked his swing. That pitch was just off the outside. Now it's 2-2 to Chapman. No score, bottom 3. There's a throw over again, and Cox dives back safely. So that's the last one. You can't make another one of those throws within this at bat unless you pick the guy off. If you don't, then it's a balk. There goes Cox. 2-2, fouled back again. So Jonah's getting his work in with the wind sprints. Just making sure you don't assume he was waiting for the umpire to tell him that was a foul ball. I would imagine he's going to be going again. He's already seen those 2 throwovers. Jump. Throws. Chapman hits this one foul. He wasn't going, and he faced a longer hold there. Didn't get as good of a read on the move from this rookie left-hander. This would be the 7th pitch to Chapman. The Giants, you got to give the Giants some credit. They've only had 2 hits. Those are their only 2 base runners. But this would be the 59th pitch with 1 out in the 3rd inning. 2-2. Chapman hits a liner that's caught by Kurtz, and it's going to be turned into a double play. He stands up and runs over and touches the bag for out number 3. Well, that's bad luck. That was a good swing by Chapman instead of a hit. And first and third, 1 out. It's a double.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. And the Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and driving a couple of runs. Franked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one headed for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the 3rd straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, did you see that? I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Fresh new salads, savor our macadamia-crusted sea bass, or go big with chimichurri steak topped with a lobster tail for the ultimate surf and turf. Reserve your table today at PacificCatch.com and taste the summer.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Dwayne Kuiper back here at Oracle Park as Tyler Mahle throws to the top of the order, Henry Bolte, and the first pitch is outside for a ball. Nothing here in the 4th as Bolte takes wide again. 2 balls and no strikes. Quite the unlucky at bat for Matt Chapman. to end the third. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike. That hits the outside corner. Tyler Mahle with 3 strikeouts through the first 9 hitters. And one of those strikeouts was Bolte. The next pitch just off the plate. It's 3-1. Very close enough where you could see that Eric Haas was thinking about making a challenge. The 3-1 is blown away, ball 4. So there's your first runner for the A's. And it comes by way of the walk, and it's a leadoff walk, which nobody really likes those. Here's Nick Kurtz, who had a good at-bat. He lined out to Jonah Cox in center field. He's got a big, healthy rip and a swing. He ain't going to miss, and it's 0-1. He could take a rip, this kid. He's got 19 home runs. He's got 61 runs batted in. Robbie Ray had his way with him last night, however. Kurtz went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts against Robbie Ray. Here it's 0-1. And the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball up the middle. Schmidt's got it. Flips it to second for 1 to throw to first. Double play! Schmidt was playing Kurtz to pull, so he had to range to his right. And he got it with a backhand flip, and Adames with a strong throw. Very nicely done. At first, when Kurtz hit the ball, I thought, well, that might be a base hit. And then I thought, well, they'll get 1 out. And in the end, they get the double play. Here's Langeliers, who takes a strike. Schmidt, who is showing everybody that he can handle just about any spot on the diamond. Next pitch is driven towards Triple's alley, and Jung-Hoo Lee's going to watch this one. Instead, he makes the catch! Way out into Triple's alley by 4:15 in front of the number 7 archway, and Jung-Hoo Lee tracks it down to end the inning. As you hear the Jung-Hoo Lee chants as he comes onto the infield and headed.
The wind is really blowing.
Dust and papers swirling onto the field. All-star ballots like a mini tornado out there. This will be a wonderful night for the grounds crew.
Well, you never know what you're going to see.
No, the players all turning away from that wind so they won't get the dust in their eyes. This looks like a scene out of a Humphrey Bogart movie.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
With slow roasted chicken bacon. Okay, you get the idea. The new Chicken Bacon Ranch Street Chalupa is a Taco Bell at participating Taco Bell U.S. locations for a limited time while supplies last.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
Listen to Giants baseball on your smart speaker. Just say play KNBR.
No score. Bottom of the 4th inning. Eldridge takes a pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. It'll be Eldridge, Schmidt, and Devers facing Gage, Jump. And the lefty throws, and Eldridge takes outside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Giants with 2 hits. And the 2-0 pitch to Eldridge. And it's outside 3-0. He's got a good eye. His eye isn't quite as good as Brandon Belt's, but the fact that he's a left-handed hitter and his size just reminds you just a little bit of Brandon Belt. The 3-0 is a strike on the outside corner. Eldridge struck out looking in the first. The 3-1 is low, ball 4. So there's your first leadoff hitter on for the Giants. Comes by way of the walk. Bring up Schmidt, who struck out to end the first inning. So here's the right-handed hitting Casey Schmidt, the pitch, and it's a pitch down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Schmidt came in hitting at .299 with the strikeout in the first. It only drops a point. He's at .298. And the lefty throws, and there's a strike. Down around the knees on the outside corner. Not a pitch you really want to go after if you don't have to. You go after this one, it's kind of got double play written all over it. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Swinging a foul off the backstop. By the way, this weekend you can pick up a bobblehead of Raffy Devers. The first 20,000 people in attendance will receive the Devers bobblehead presented by Chevron. It'll be the Braves at 6:05. sfgiants.com/fiesta. The 1-2. Swinging a pop-up. Foul down the right field line into the seats. So that's Saturday. That's a 6:05 game on Saturday. We'll be here. Another 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Line drive, center field, but it's right at Bolte, who charging in almost overcharged it, and in the end he had to leap to catch it. But ball hit very well. And here's Devers. Devers hit a fly ball to center field. Here's the pitch. Devers swings, got a breaking ball up, and he fouls it straight back. Kind of where you want to ask for that breaking ball to be if you want to lay out a pretty good swing on it. And Devers did have a good swing on it. Here's the pitch. Another breaking ball low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. No score. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Game 2 of this 6-game homestand. Here's the 1-1. Devers takes outside. Jump wanted it. I was with Mike over on the TV side, and the first thing I noticed about Jump, actually we both did. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and Devers takes a strike. 2-2 is the size of his glove. He's got an extremely large glove, which is unusual because usually a large glove means it's fairly heavy, but it doesn't seem to bother him. Here's the 2-2. Endeavors swings and pops this one foul and into the seats. About 20 rows back of the Giants dugout. And we'll reset and do it again. Pitches are starting to add up now for Gage Jump. This will be pitch number 75. Here it is. Another foul down the left field line and out of play. Giants are 15-20 at home, and clearly that has to get cleaned up. I mean, historically, the Giants have always played well in this ballpark. The lefty jump is ready, and the pitch. Endeavors little dribbler, and it's foul. It spun right out in front of home plate, and finally it decided that it was going to spin backwards, which would be foul. Here we are. We're going to reset and do it again. So Jump is ready. So is Devers. And the pitch. Swinging another pop-up. And this is foul and out of play. Into the club level. We go again. Gage Jump at the belt, the pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. This one off the backstop. Willie Adames picks it up on a hop. So, yeah, we got a battle. This is definitely a battle. Neither giving in at this point with Eldridge at first and one out. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on a breaking ball. Jump wins this battle. Strikeout number 6. It really is the first pitch that wasn't hittable, meaning that you couldn't even really foul it. So here's Adames. To remind you, can send Giants to the All-Star game in Philadelphia. Cast your 2026 All-Star ballot online at sfgiants.com/vote. You can vote for your Giants up to 5 times a day. And by the way, this is a Habas Law mound visit, not by the pitching coach, but by Langoliers, the catcher. Have Devers in 6th place in the voting. This is phase 1 of the voting. Here's the pitch to Adames, and it's wide on a breaking ball. Luis Ariz is 5th. Chapman is 9th. Here's the 1-0, and Adames with a healthy swing and a miss. Jung-Ho Lee is 19th. Jung-Ho Lee is one of those Giants that should have a lot more votes than that. As Adames fouls this one off the backstop, it's 1-2. No score. Here's Jump. The pitch. Adames takes the low. Pitch wise now for Jump. 83 here in the 4th inning. Adames on a curveball. And a swing and a miss. And that'll end the inning. All right. A couple of strikeouts after the leadoff walk. We've come.
It's time for the great mascot race. Here's the pitch. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go, folks. The crowd is going wild. It's the home stretch. It's too close to call. Here's the play at the plate. It's Slider. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
It's a five-man umpiring crew here today, and this young superstar is in the stands.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy tripped, or he might have caught that ball.
There's a fastball, and there's a flying bat. It's a high card.
And that ball is off the ladder. It's actually off the ladder. You never see that.
Haggerty is on with an infield hit. A little tumble behind the mound. Hat fell off. That was awesome. I mean, you just don't see that.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
From fender benders to major accidents, we swing big. Call 866-465-2999 or visit amb.law.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
It's the fifth. No score. Soderstrom on the first pitch grounds this one to Schmidt at second. He's got it, and he throws on the first. Soderstrom out on one pitch for 3. And that'll bring up Jacob Wilson. Just bouncing around in between innings to look at some maybe the interesting things in Major League Baseball that happened on this date, June 24th, is Wilson stands in and Malley throws, and there's a strike on the outside corner. Hall of Famer Harmon Killebrew in 1955 hit his first Major League home run. The 0-1 pitch is a little flare to right and a base hit. So the first hit off of Tyler Malley is a one-out single off the bat of Jacob Wilson. Had a chance. I mean, as a kid growing up, Harmon Killebrew was just, one of those sluggers that you never got to see on TV. You figured he was as big as a mountain. And then when I was a rookie, I got a chance to play against Harmon Killebrew. Very well built, but just not really tall. Here's Meneses as he takes a pitch inside for a ball. So that was back in 1955. Killebrew ended up being a Hall of Famer. And really is a super nice guy. The 1-0 to Meneses is down low, 2 balls and no strikes. So here we have Tyler Malley pitching out of the stretch for the first time. The first base, well, actually, that's not true. Bolte walked to lead off the fourth. So Malley obviously in the stretch then as there's a fastball high and wide. And now you're in trouble. I mean, it's 3-0. Walk the hitter after the one-out single. And Meneses, a big, strong fella. I mean, he knows that. The pitch. And it's outside for a ball, so there's the walk. Fifth inning is sponsored by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity, candy-coated chaos. Comes the Giants pitching coach Wilson message. This is the Habas Law Mound visit. And while Message is out there delivering a message, let's pause for station identification. This is the Liberty Group Protect Your Assets Giants Radio Network.
When the game is over, hear the post-game wrap with John, Dave, Krug, and Kite on KNBR and KNBR FM, San Francisco.
I'm Dwayne Kuiper along with Dave Fleming. Darren Chan is here. It's a 0-0 game with 1 out, 2 on. Here in the 5th. Here's Lawrence Butler, who lines this one. Schmidt's got it. The throw to second, and he throws it down the left field line. Over to get it is Barakota. Here's the throw home, and Haas tags him out. They got him. And out at home on the throw by Barakota, was Wilson, who tried to score, and just an unbelievable turn of events. Is Casey Schmidt's throw shot right by Adames, but Barakota recovered, and
he drills this ball. Goodbye! Bang! To begin this series.
Leadoff home run number 30 in the career of Shohei Ohtani.
Jake Bennett, Rocky Mountain High. He is rolling along. Career high 9 strikeouts over 6 innings.
8 consecutive hits over 2 innings and finally touched the dish 3 times to walk it off.
8 shutout innings, 9 strikeouts for Kyle Bradish, and one of the best starts of Kyle Bradish's baseball life.
Brandon Woodruff coming back to the mound. 6 innings, 1 hit, 10 strikeouts, no walks. This was vintage Brandon Woodruff.
It looks like this guy's not scared of anybody. And he pitches like that. It's true.
Let's open this up. Take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi. Animation is great. We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not? Right? He was when he was with the Cubs. Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's all. I know this guy. Look at that jawline.
For free samples or connect with a contractor near you at timbertech.com. TimberTech. Everything wood should be.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Make sure your family is well taken care of with life insurance. Protect your phones, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance. And cover your furry friends with pet health insurance.
Back to Orange and Black Bats Kraken on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
It's a 0-0 ball game, bottom of the 5th inning. And on an 0-1 pitch, it was a challenge. The pitch was called a ball that was challenged, and it's turned around to be a strike. So all of a sudden now it's 0-2 to Jung-Ho Lee. There's a pitch down low. Lee doubled in the 2nd inning. Only 3 hits in the game, and Lee's got 1 of them. Jonah Cox has the other. And here's the 1-2. Swing a drive to right. Butler back. Butler reaches up out into Triples Alley, and he makes the catch. Triples Alley, he's on the warning track when he caught that ball. So another terrific at-bat by Jung-Ho Lee. And here's Barakota. Darren Chan did a little homework. The throw that Barakota made to tag out Wilson, he threw it 93 miles per hour. Here he takes down low, 1 ball and no strikes. 93. Well, he's at the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Barracoto struck out in the second. And the 1-0 is a bouncing ball towards the hole, into the hole, a base hit, right past the shortstop Wilson. So there's a 1-out single, and that'll bring up Eric Haas, the Giants catcher. So Barracoto picks up his 4th hit of the year. Haas struck out looking in the 3rd. The pitch is way outside. 1 ball and no strikes. 91 pitches now for Gage Jump. Big gap between Kurtz and McNeil on the right side. The pitch to Haas is a strike right down Broadway. We were checking on this date, June 24th. In 1984, an old teammate of mine with the Giants. Here's the 1-1 pitch coming up to Haas. Haas takes a strike on the outside corner. Joe Morgan, playing for the Oakland A's, hit his 265th home run off of Frank Tanana. And that broke Roger Hornsby's career home record for a second baseman. How about that? 1-2 to Haas with Barracoto at first. The pitch. Inside corner, strike 3 call. Haas gets caught looking for the 2nd straight time. So here's Jonah Cox. We're looking at the replay. If Haas would have challenged that, he would have won. It was not a strike. Cox has got a hit. Here he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Cox got a base hit past Jacob Wilson, the A's shortstop, with 1 out in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Strike at the knees, a fastball, and it's now 0-2. So Jump rubbing up the baseball, knowing that he's ahead in the count to Jonah Cox. Barracoto with his lead. Doesn't look like he's going to go. The pitch. And it's strike 3 call, and that'll end the inning. Right at the knees. The kid, Gage Jump now with 9 strikeouts. We will head to the 6th inning. It's 0-0 on the Liberty Group Protect Your Assets Giants Radio.
Pop quiz. How do you go from Captain Clutch to the Iron Horse through a milestone and a marathon? The answer is on Hall of Fame Connections.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
3,000! History with an exclamation point! He's just the 2nd player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Boggs would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Ironman played his 2,131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Volkswagen today and save big.
Now back to Giants Gloves Poppin' on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Here's Max Muncy to lead things off in the 6th inning. 0-0. And Muncy takes a strike. Muncy struck out in the 3rd inning. Tyler Mahle with 3 strikeouts. He's issued 2 walks and he's allowed 1 hit. The pitch, and it's on the outside corner for a called strike. 0-2. On deck is Jeff McNeil, and then the leadoff hitter, Henry Bolte. By the way, you're invited to spend the night and sleep on a sleepover here at Oracle Park. It's a slumber party on July 31st, presented by Mancini Sleep World. The pitch is down low, 1-2. Catered meals, family-friendly activities. You can watch the Giants-Padres game from San Diego live on the scoreboard. And after that, a post-game movie. This did not get any better than that. 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. And Muncy's gone, 1 out. So with all of that information, you need a little bit more to reserve a spot. You go to sfgiants.com/slumber party. sfgiants.com/slumber party. Here's McNeil, who hits a high pop-up foul and out of play to our left. Sounds like fun. McNeil rolled out to Adames. Here he fouls this one off the screen behind home plate. It's 0-2. Pitch-wise, Malle's only got 66 pitches. The A's have got somebody in their bullpen. You have to figure that the youngster maybe finished Gage Jump. McNeil takes a pitch down and in to make it 1-2. Top of the order on deck. We're in the 6th inning. Roll to Adames. Adames throws on the run in the dirt. What does Eldridge do? He digs it out, and they got him. McNeil runs pretty good overall. Nice play on both ends. Adames and Eldridge. The throw was not one of those short hops where it's a fairly easy play for a first baseman. This one bounced quite a ways in front of Eldridge. As here's a strike call to Henry Bolte. So 2 down here in the 6th. Bolte drives one to center field, hit well. Cox on the move. He's not going to get it, and it bounces up against the wall. And Bolte is going to stop at second, and he's got a 2-out double. Well, the guy who hit it can really run, and the guy trying to chase it down to catch it, he can really run. And Cox had really no chance of catching it. As Tony Vitello's coming out. There may be a certain amount of pitches that they're only going to allow Tyler Mahle to throw, and that's going to be it. So Mahle is walking off with a really nice round of applause. Hentges is going to come in to try to get the last out, and that is
3-2 to Stewart. And he threw it right by him for strike 3, so he came with a couple of four-seamers to get Stewart and end the inning. 1-2-3 for McLean, no score.
Now you know. You missed it.
Well, they can watch the replay as Lowe takes a high strike for strike 3. Nate Tomlinson punches him out. Second strikeout for McLean, who's retired the first 4. It is very much a borderline strike.
That sinker is not as high a velocity. He's not overthrowing. There's a nice back door. And then you get your rhythm. Maybe we'll come back to the back 3 strikeouts.
So you were talking about the down-breaking ball. That's the down-breaking.
Yes, a little bit of down.
Doubled to Nathaniel Lowe in the 6th, and that's been it. Curveball struck him out.
Well, his fastball has set up his secondary. He has come out a different pitcher today.
Second, Bailey throws him out.
Junk these web gems in the outfield all season long. On the San Francisco Giants Radio Network. Giants Radio
So, Sam Hentges comes in. He'll be facing Nick Kurtz as we're coming to you live from the Chukchansi Gold Resort Casino broadcast booth. So here's Kurtz. Volte at second. The pitch, swinging a drive. Left center field. Cox on the track, and he makes the catch. Kurtz can't believe it. And the Giants and Sam Hentges walking off saying, woo! And it remains tied.
It's time for the great mascot race. Ready, set, go. And they're off. Look at them go, folks. They're neck and neck. The crowd goes wild. Down the home stretch. Here they come. Here's the play of the plate. It's Raymond. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Two-run double.
Learn how to guide kids toward a healthier balance at carsforkids.org/parenting, because smart kids need informed parents.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
All right, no score. Bottom of the 6th inning. Justin Sterner is the new pitcher. He's a right-hander for the A's. as Chapman takes high. Sterner comes in. This will be his 37th appearance. And Chapman with a swing and a miss. Chapman had a great at-bat in the third inning. He lined right out to Kurtz, who made a nice play, as he drives this one into the alleyway. On the move is the left fielder, Soderstrom, and he runs it down to make the catch. Looked like it was ticketed for the alley, but Soderstrom very, very good out there. Time now for the K Counter, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax protection as Eldridge takes a strike. And we're going to count the Ks for Gage Drump, who is out of the game, and he had 9. 0-1 to Eldridge. The pitch. And Eldridge takes high. One ball and one strike. And the pitch. Swinging a bouncy ball. Fair ball right over the bag at first as Kurtz has got it. He'll run to first. 2 outs. So 2 quick outs for Casey Schmidt. Schmidt's had a run of 7 straight games where he's had 2 hits or more. That doesn't happen very often. Well, he's hitless in his last 2 at-bats, although his at-bat in the 4th inning was just a line drive right at the center fielder. Here he takes high. Devers is on deck. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 5 hits in the game. 2 for the A's. 3 for the Giants. As the 1-0 pitch is low to make it 2-0. Ryan Walker in the bullpen. The pitch. Schmidt trying to give the Giants a lead. Swings and misses, and it's 2-1. The next pitch to Schmidt is a sharp ground ball up the middle. On the backhand is McNeil. He's got it. Throws to first, and that's going to end the inning. And it's going to end my 3 innings here on the radio. Dave Fleming will be back. He'll take you the rest of the way. Here at Oracle Park, it's nothing.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
Speaking of upper body commando, no shame in their game.
Oh, hit the bat, and then the bat hit the helmet. It's a trick shot.
The big kitty's here.
Well, the therapy rabbit, you mean?
Oh, error on Endy Rodriguez, the Pirates' first baseman. He was fairly camped underneath it.
It's pretty cold down here, and I needed a hat. I didn't have one, so Mr. Met lent me his.
Oh, nobody caught it!
Boy, all sorts of communication issues between Rojas and Sosa.
Welcome back to Cincinnati. Gino swung on, crushed. High, deep, left field. There it goes. Goodbye. Into the second deck. A 3-run go-ahead blast.
And Eugenio Suarez to the second deck. And he thunders the Reds ahead 3-2.
Well, there was absolutely no doubt about that one right there. 431 feet for Suarez. That ball was smashed.
all your financial questions. The O'Donnell Financial Hour, Saturdays at 9 a.m. here on The Sports Leader.
Back to Orange and Black Bats Crackin' on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Dave Fleming back with you on the radio side of our Giants baseball broadcast. Giants and A's, 0-0. We go to the 7th inning. Jump, the A's starter, Malley, the Giants starter, both excellent. Both teams into the bullpen, and the new pitcher for the Giants is Ryan Walker, who throws ball one, but it's going to be challenged right away by Eric Haas. I think this is a good challenge. Man, it's been a tight strike zone tonight. And that was a strike. Good challenge.
San Francisco has to challenge this one.
Ramon de Jesus, man, and I understand umpires getting a little tighter with their strike zones, but this is as tight as I can remember anybody. 0-1. On the ground, and Walker spears it, moving to his left, and he'll run toward first, flip to first for the out, one away. Ryan Walker, the third pitcher of the game. Hentges got one out, and it was a doozy. Nick Kurtz hit one 107 off the bat into deep left center field on the only pitch that Hentges threw. He threw one pitch in the game, and it goes in the box score as an out. Now a ball to Soderstrom. Kind of pulled that sinker. It was close to being a strike, but it was a long way from the target. 1-0 the count. Left-handed hitting Tyler Soderstrom. 0-0 game. Here's a ball. That one could have been called a strike. No challenge from Haas there, but if he had challenged, he would have won that one. It's just really, this is the smallest strike zone of the year. A swing and a foul off to the left out of play. And I feel very confident in saying that. This is a really tight strike zone. 2-1 to a hot hitter. Soderstrom fouls this one away. 2-2. This top of the 7th, as always, sponsored by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Got lucky sevens in your future. Here's a pitch for your next weekend getaway at the Cache Creek Casino Resort. Your getaway awaits. The 2-2. Low. Full count, 3-2. Jacob Wilson on deck. A's have 2 hits. Giants have 3 hits. Nobody has scored. Been a well-pitched series last night and tonight. 3-2 is fouled away. Well, I think that's the right idea for Walker. I know Soderstrom has power, 13 home runs. He's been one of the A's hottest hitters, but he challenged him. See if he can do it again. 3-2. Here it comes. That is hard hit, but right into the defense. Adames shaded up the middle, fields, and throws him out. Wow, that ball was stung, but Adames had him played perfectly. 108 off the bat. If Adames weren't right there, that was hit so hard, I just don't think he would have had time to react and make the play. 2 outs, space is empty. With Wilson coming up. Wilson has one of the 2 A's hits so far tonight. After this half inning, 7th inning stretch, sponsored by Supercuts, real smart hair. Here's a strike on the outside. Now a swing and a miss. He threw the slider he really hadn't thrown. That might be the first slider he's thrown. And it was nasty. 2 down, nobody on. And a no ball, 2 strike count. Giants nothing, A's nothing. Ryan Walker pitches way outside. It's 1-2. He throws. Outside again. 2-2. Try that slider again, but that was too big of a miss for Wilson to chase. There's only one other game. In fact, there are no other games that are going on. This is the last one of the night. It's over in San Diego. Here's a ball and another challenge. Haas is challenging this one. Let's see. Real close. It is a strike. Ramon de Jesus is just being stubborn. Doesn't matter how many of these he's getting overturned. He's still calling them balls. All of them. And he's wrong every time. It's a little...
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yeah.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed a cooler full of mangoes?
No, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
And it looks great, brother.
I appreciate it.
Very sexy man.
Yeah,
Let's go, Freddie Freeman, ladies and gentlemen.
Walk-up personal injury law? We've been answering that question since 1959. Justice takes more than a fighter. You need a champion. Visit walkuplaw.com or call 866-WALK-UP-LAW.
And now, a no-frills ad sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Here it is. You can save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's it. See? Just a good old-fashioned straightforward ad. See if you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE or Progressive.com.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Strike one to Rafi Devers. Hogan Harris, a left-hander, comes in from the A's bullpen. We are still scoreless in this one. Bottom seven. Giants and A's, 0-0. Devers takes a strike, 96-mile-an-hour fastball, so he's behind 0-2. Hogan Harris. He's one of those two last-name guys. 0-2 pitch. Devers strikes out swinging. That was over fast. Rafi's 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts tonight. One out for Adames. Adames 0 for 2 with a strikeout. A's bullpen has not been real good overall, but Sterner pitched a scoreless inning. And now Harris, who's been pretty solid. He's been one of their better relievers. Big, slow curveball in for strike one to Adames. So this is the only game still going in Big League Baseball. Everything else is gone final. Now a swing and a miss. Adames. He's behind in the count 0-2. Jung-Hoo Lee on deck. Marlins beat the Rangers 4-2. That game's gone final. And the Padres over the Atlanta Braves 5-2 in San Diego. The Marlins one was final long ago. The Padres one is the one that ended recently. There was a foul. So the Braves will pack up and head here for their off day tomorrow, having been swept. Now Adames gets a piece. Atlanta's offense is scuffling. Friday night and then Saturday and Sunday. Braves could use the off day tomorrow. 0-2. Curveball struck him out swinging. Adames is really struggling. Two down, and here's a guy who is most definitely not. Jung-Hoo Lee just continues to hit line drives all over the ballpark. Takes this one low, ball one. 1 for 2. Doubled down the right field line his first time up. He hit just a rocket liner into right center field his last time up that was caught. Now he takes a curve in for a strike. 1-1. Our Ask the Announcer, sponsored by Kaiser Permanente, a better idea for healthcare. So to the moment, what's his batting average? 332. 332 for Jung-Hoo Lee. Just having an awesome half season here. He's also made a great catch tonight. It's this one softly up the middle. Over to scoop it up McNeil, and he's not going to get a throw off. Lee's going to have another hit. McNeil came over right near the bag and was getting ready to make a jump throw, and it might not have mattered anyway with Jung-Hoo's speed. He's got his second hit. Let's tick up that batting average. Lee is 2 for 3. Second in the National League. Otto Lopez has continued to hit well. Lopez came into today hitting .338. There's a ball to Victor Barracoto. Lopez had 2 more hits today, including a home run. He's hitting .340 now. Barracoto had a hit his last time up. The pitch. He hits one foul. Man, he had a fastball right out over the heart of the plate, and you can see him. He sort of dropped his shoulders and then took his foot and kicked the dirt. You're a right-handed hitter against a lefty, and you get a pitch like that, that's the one you want to square up and hit a long way. And he just couldn't do it. 1-1. Fouls this one straight back. Now, that pitch was higher. It was a fastball, and it was out over the plate, but it was up out of the strike zone. And you just figure the way Barracota's been going, he's set up for the breaking ball down. He's been chasing a lot. 1 for 2 tonight. Throw over. Lee back standing. Steal here would be a valuable play. You got the left-hander on the mound, but wouldn't be the worst idea to think about going. Jung-Hoo now has 5 steals. He's been running more lately. 1-2. The pitch. Curveball, and that one's hit towards left center field. Bolte sprinting over to make the catch. He's like Jonah Cox. He can fly and covered a lot of ground there. The ball was not hit that hard, so it gave him more time to make the play. But
high drive deep to right field. Heim has done it again. Tie game. 3-1. It's high. They come all the way back. Flips it high in the air to left field. Back at the wall. This ball is gone. It is down for a hit. Here comes Ward, and the Dodgers win it. They get Jacob Mizorowski, the hottest pitcher in Major League Baseball. Jacob Mizorowski not messing around.
You're going to get a heater with Mizorowski, so you better be geared up for it. Even if you are, you're still not going to hit it.
Herrera, bouncing ball up the middle. Diving stop, Massey. A flip, and an out. Tolbert and Massey combine. Put a star next to that one.
Cam Schlittler tonight was Cam Schlittler. That good, that dominant, that consistent.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville. It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah. They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on. So I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park, and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
savor our macadamia-crusted sea bass, or go big with chimichurri steak topped with a lobster tail for the ultimate surf and turf. Reserve your table today at PacificCatch.com and taste the summer.
Giants fans, stream the sports leader on the all-new KNBR app. Now back to the orange and black.
Giants bring Dylan Smith in out of the bullpen for his 9th appearance in the big leagues this year against Joey Meneses and the A's. First pitch swing and a pop-up behind first. Eldridge back. He'll catch it in the shallow outfield grass. One pitch, one out. He totally sawed off Meneses there. So Smith gets the first out just like that. Malley for 5 2/3. Hench has got an out. Ryan Walker a scoreless inning. And now Smith takes over. Giants nothing, A's nothing. In the 8th inning, Lawrence Butler, left-handed hitter. In the batter's box now, Smith throws. Butler takes a strike right down the middle. 0-1. 8th inning is sponsored by Mancini's Sleep World. It's the power of 8. The wind-up from Smith, the pitch. Butler swings and misses. Splitter, 0-2. Giants have 8 rings. You need 8 hours of sleep plus a new mattress every 8 years. Save up to 40% off select mattresses at Mancini's Sleep World. Rest easy. So if you haven't had a new mattress in 8 years, it's time. 0-2 pitch. This is high at 97 miles an hour. 1-2 to Butler. Butler lined out his last time up. That was the start of that crazy play where the Giants got an out at home plate. There's a pitch in the dirt. 2-2. Max Muncy is on deck. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 through the splitter again. He was stubborn and stayed with it, and he knew that Butler was going to chase. 2 down. Butler's having a tough year. A's gave him a big contract, and he has really struggled. Muncy, right-handed hitter, and a nice sweeper in there for a strike. Man, that pitch was moving. Muncy was bailing out of the batter's box like it was going to hit him, and it snapped right over the inside corner. 0-1. Smith comes home, and a swing and a fly ball center field deep. Cox back at the wall. It's gone. And you can hear there are a good number of A's fans in the ballpark tonight. The first run of the game here in the 8th inning, a Max Muncy home run. It's 1-0 A's. That was a fastball, and it was down. Muncy knew just what to do with it. Here's McNeil. He fouls this pitch back. That breaks the scoreless tie. We've had a stalemate until that swing. It kind of felt like a game where one swing might decide it. The Giants hope not. 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's the 5th home run of the year for Muncy. Showed off some real power there. He hit that one out into the A's bullpen in right center field. 416. Oh, 2 to McNeil. The pitch bounces, man, way in front of home plate. Skipped by Haas, skipped by the umpire. Now for Dylan Smith, he's been very consistent for the Giants. First earned run he's given up, first run he's allowed since coming to the Giants. 1-2 pitch. Hit to left center. Cox over. Jonah Cox reaches up, makes a catch. And the side is retired. But Max Muncy, one swing. The Giants now have to get the offense going because they're down for the first time. 1-0. We go.
Agbayani will make the catch. Kent will tag. He scores, and Agbayani got there with 3 outs. 2 runs will score. Burks is in. Agbayani gave the ball to the fan. Watch this. He hands the ball, starts off. A fan a couple of seats away goes 2 down, 2 down. Look at the poor kid. What? Look at the eyes of that child.
Now let's check out some plays from the field that only a mother could love.
Thank you to all the mothers out there. We love you.
Too sweet.
Nicely done with the sign.
Vientos is not going to want this on his highlight reel, I'll tell you that.
Some just don't know how to catch them.
Hubba bubba and bubba.
You can even smell on his bat. Hitters are funny. Now he's talking to it.
Then Peters has some problem.
Heads up. Man alive.
Look, Mom, check out these top defensive plays.
Adele leaping, and he makes the catch. He is unreal.
One of his patented run-saving miracles.
Welcome to the show, kid. Put a star on that for Jarvis. Picked it right off the top of the grass. It was a snow cone.
That was sensational. Spectacular play by the Padres' first baseman.
He jumps and he makes the catch. P-Crow awesome. Ryan Welchman with a diving catch. What a catch by Eli White.
How about that?
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Device insurance and cover your furry friends with pet health insurance.
This is Giants Baseball on KNBR 105 and 680.
Well, the Giants are now behind. One swing of the bat is the difference in this game. It's 1-0 A's, bottom 8. And Drew Gilbert will be the pinch hitter for Eric Haas against the new pitcher, the right-hander Luis Medina. 26th appearance of the year. He's got a lot of stuff. He throws a fastball and misses in at 100 miles an hour. Ball 1 to Gilbert. Gilbert's job is to get on base here. You got Jonah Cox in the on-deck circle. 1-0, the pitch. Gilbert almost gets hit. I don't know how he didn't. A curveball down and in. And just pure reaction and instinct. Your body says get out of the way. If that one had clipped Gilbert, I don't think the Giants would have totally protested that. 2-0 the count. Medina comes set. He throws. Gilbert takes high. 3-0. So Gilbert's got to be in take mode now for at least 1, and who knows, maybe 2 strikes. Giants are down by a run. After Cox, who's on deck, then you got the top of the order. 1-0 A's. Gilbert waiting for the 3-0 pitch. It is, called a strike. That was a ball. All the tight strike zone of the whole game, and now Ramon De Jesus calls that a strike. That was up. And the Giants have 2 challenges. Gilbert didn't challenge. That was ball 4. Well, that is frustrating, man. You got the tightest strike zone of the year, and at one of the biggest moments, a gift. 3-1 pitch. Gilbert fouls it back. 100 miles an hour. It's 3-2. A's 1, Giants nothing. Outfield straightaway. Infield playing Gilbert to pull. The third baseman, Muncie's way off the line. Big pitch in the game right here. 3-2. Gilbert takes low, ball 4. Really good job by Drew Gilbert. That's the tying run aboard here in the 8th inning. And it gives Tony Vitello some options with Cox, who, I mean, this guy does not look like a fun guy to try to bunt against, but I think there's a real good chance that that's what the Giants are going to ask Jonah Cox to do. Muncie comes in at third. Here's the pitch. He squares and bunts it. First base side. Good bunt. Medina scoops it up, throws to first just in time to get Cox. Gilbert is moved into scoring position. That's the thing about asking Cox to do that. You force the defense to make a play where He gives himself up, but you got a real chance to actually get a hit out of it, and that was pretty close. But good job by Cox on the very first pitch to get the job done. Sacrifice bunt, tying run in scoring position, and now you got Chapman and Eldridge against this hard-throwing right-hander, Luis Medina. The pitch. Chapman takes high, ball one. And you really trust probably these two guys more than anybody on the Giants roster right now not to chase. Medina is not going to throw strikes. These are the guys you kind of figure are going to not help him out. Now a ball outside, 2-0. Slider at 87. Gilbert with his speed at second base. The 2-0 pitch. Very high, 3-0. Caleb Killian's warming up in the Giants bullpen. Tying run in scoring position, 3-0. Chapman takes a strike on the inside corner. He thought that was ball four. He started to toss the bat aside, and that, for a lot of the game, that's been called a ball by DeJesus. I don't know why he's changing now. It did clip the inside corner, 3-1. Medina holding, looking to second. Now he pitches. Chapman takes ball four. Came way inside. Second walk of the inning. Giants have 2 on with 1 out. We're going to get a Habas Law mound visit. It was the shortstop, Jacob Wilson, first, but now the longtime pitching coach for the A's, Scott Emerson, is coming out to join the meeting on the mound. The call of the game is sponsored by Ring Central, voice of your business. And the Giants are hoping they'll have another more impactful call, but we'll make it for now. The crazy play at home plate, Barracoto's throw, the pick by Haas, the tag at the plate that kept this game scoreless for a long time. A's have a left-hander, Jose Suarez, warming up in the bullpen, but the left-handed hitter Eldridge is up right now. Suarez maybe is getting ready for Devers, maybe. You got Schmidt on deck, a right-hander. Big spot here for Eldridge. Bryce is 0 for 2 with a walk. 2 on, 1 out. And Medina pitches. Eldridge takes low, ball 1, and now a very late challenge by Langoliers. This one was close. It is a strike, barely. Ramon DeJesus, he does not like the microphone. A's have 2 challenges. 0-1 to Eldridge. It's a big overturn. Here it comes. Bryce hits a slow ground ball, foul on the first base side. It's a changeup, 91-mile-an-hour changeup. So now Eldridge is behind at the count, 0-2. Eldridge does, for a big guy with all that power, he does have a 2-strike adjustment. Goes to the no stride at all. 0-2. He swings and misses. Strike 3. Change up again. 2 down. And that was nasty. The guy who throws 101 and just a diving, biting changeup. Two outs. Casey Schmidt 0 for 3. Giants need a hit. 2 on, 2 out, down by a run. 8th inning. The pitch. Schmidt takes low, ball 1. .296 average for the year for Casey. Leads the Giants with 16 home runs. He's got 42 runs batted in. Tied with Chapman, the 1-0. Off the inside, 2-0. So 2 good takes from Schmidt. You got Devers on deck. And Rafi has had a very quiet night. But if Medina doesn't challenge Schmidt, if Casey draws a walk, the bases would be loaded for Devers. We would have to see if the A's would go back into the bullpen. 2-0. Here it comes. Schmidt takes high, 3-0. Give Schmidt, even down by a run, you might give him the 3-0 green light. It's a little different with a pitcher who's struggling with his command like this. 3-0 is a strike. It looked like Casey was just going to take all the way. Still a very good hitter's count for a guy who's arguably been the best Giants hitter, Schmidt. 3-1 pitch. Schmidt takes strike 2. A high strike up and away, but in the top corner of the strike zone. So from 3-0 to 3-2. Medina shaking off his catcher a couple times. Now ready with the 3-2 pitch. Runners go. Schmidt strikes out swinging. 100-mile-an-hour fastball. So the Giants get 2 on with their 2-3 hitters up, but Medina with that powerhouse stuff strikes.
Got a couple packs of Topps 2002. I'm going to open them up and see who I played with.
Oh, Bartolo Colon. This is actually a pretty good pack. So I got a chance to play with Bartolo in Cleveland. Really good teammate, cool dude. It was fun, man. He was always a great hitter.
Woody Williams. Probably one of the best Astro killers ever. You always enjoyed chewing the stale gum while you were looking for your heroes.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998. Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
Well, he's out. Yes, sir. He's out. Look at this. Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
For you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Back to Orange and Black Bats Kraken on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Henry Bolte gets hit. I mean, just barely. Giants are asking for a minute to check in the video room to make sure that he actually did. But they're not going to challenge. He stuck his... Wow, man, I'm trying to see where he got hit. Maybe it just clipped a little bit of his shirt. It's 1-0 A's. We're in the 9th inning. Dylan Smith stayed in the game after pitching the 8th inning and giving up the only run of the game, and now he's going to come out after hitting Bolte. Tony Vitello left him in to face the right-hander with Kurtz coming up. But now the Giants are going to go right back into the bullpen. So Eric Miller will be the guy.
It's high. They come all the way back. Flips it high
in the air to left field, back at the wall. This ball is gone. It is down for a hit. Here comes Ward, and the Dodgers win it.
They get Jacob Mizorowski, the hottest pitcher in Major League Baseball. Jacob Mizorowski not messing around.
You're going to get a heater with Mizorowski, so you better be geared up for it. Even if you are, you're still not going to hit it.
Herrera, bouncing ball up the middle, diving stop, Massey, a flip, and an out! Tolbert and Massey combine! Put a star next to that one!
Cam Schlittler tonight was Cam Schlittler. That good, that dominant, that consistent.
At home at Coors Field, Red Sox getaway day, and they blew a late lead, 8-6 Rockies final. Angels went to 10 and beat the Orioles 7-6 down in Anaheim. All Pirates today 11-1 over the Mariners. Rays beat the Royals 5-3. Yankees over the Tigers in Detroit 4-2. Phillies 5, Nationals 4. That was a spirited series. Houston beat Toronto 3-1. Milwaukee 6-5 over Cincinnati. Dodgers beat the Twins 4-3. And the Diamondbacks went to St. Louis and won a series against the Cardinals 9-4 final today. The Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Toyota, let's go places. So now Kurtz against Miller. Very high. Man, huge miss on his first pitch of the game. Ball one. Defensive changes for the Giants. Gilbert stays in and plays center field. Cox comes out. Susak takes over at catcher. The pitch. Kurtz swings and misses. 96-mile-an-hour sinker, 1-1. Power against power here. And a big-time challenge for Eric Miller. Kurtz, who almost homered earlier in the game, his last at bat, 0 for 3. Takes this one. Called a ball, and Susak's going to challenge. Susak's been watching this game and how tight the strike zone has been. It's a good time to use a challenge, but the pitch is just a little bit low. With this guy at the plate and you're down by a run, I don't mind using the challenge there. The Giants still have one left. 2-1 the count. Here it comes. Kurtz swings and misses. Slider again, 2-2. A lot of close games. You run through the out-of-town scores like that, and you realize there were a lot of close games today. Really, almost everything other than those two Cubs games and the Pirates. 2-2. Up and away with a sinker, 3-2, and that one was a big miss. Eric Miller's had a hard time throwing strikes since he came off the injured list, which was a while ago. Been healthy now for a few weeks, but not been easy. He'll throw to first. Bolte back standing. It's a spot where the A's very well. Bolte's got big speed, got hit by a pitch to start this inning. They could send him. Three and two. He's not running. The pitch is pulled. Hit it hard, but way foul. Down the first base line where there are a lot of A's fans. 37,000 plus here tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, day game to finish out the series before the weekend set against Atlanta. 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Got him with a great slider. Number one. That was a good pitch. Really good. Big first out. Here's Langoliers. Part of the reason why Miller is so important to the Giants is when he's right. I mean, this is the perfect spot to use him. The pitch. Up and away with a slider, ball one. Because you got left, right, left, and the guy in the middle, the right-hander, Langoliers, has 19 home runs, but Miller's a guy who, when he's right, he's very effective against righties. He's not just a lefty specialist. Want to know the count. A step and throw to first, and Bolte back again. You reset those throwovers with each new hitter. So that's the first one of this at bat. The pitch, foul, back out of play. Well, he threw a sinker right out over the heart of the plate. Langoliers fouled it back. 1-1. Elvis Alvarado is warming up in the A's bullpen. He's got a couple saves. Looks like that's who the Giants will face in the bottom of this ninth inning. They're down 1-0, the Giants are. Here's pitch up and away. Change up, not close. Ball two. Big misses. Those are the ones that just frustrate everybody, and it's not just Eric Miller. The Giants have a lot of pitchers who have a few too many of those easy takes for the hitter. There goes Bolte. Huge jump, pitch taken, throw, and he is safe. Wow. He just stole that off Miller. Quick release from Susac. Made a real good transition and a pretty strong throw, but he had zero chance. Bolte gets the steal. Pitch was a ball. It's 3-1. It's the 9th steal for Bolte. And now, with that, the Giants are going to walk Langoliers intentionally in a 3-1 count. I don't blame them for doing that. You could say, from the A's perspective, well, you know, that steal takes the bat out of the hands of one of our best power hitters who's a right-handed hitter against the lefty. And it's not a bad point, but now 2 on with 1 out for Tyler Soderstrom. The pitch. High with a slider, ball 1. Giants trying to keep this a 1-0 game. They're down in the 9th inning. The pitch. Soderstrom gets jammed, and it's a pop-up behind second. Adames, the infield fly rule's been called, but Adames makes the catch anyway. 2 outs. Jacob Wilson due up, but they're going to use a pinch hitter. Now that makes you think that maybe Jacob Wilson's not healthy. He had that play at home plate where he kind of got up gingerly, didn't look like he was feeling great. Jonah Heim will be the pinch hitter, and Jonah Heim's a switch hitter. The guy who's had some success, particularly batting from this side, and he's hit for power from this side. He was with Atlanta at the start of the year, so maybe just the fact that he's been hot as a right-handed hitter, the A's just like the matchup, but you're taking your shortstop out of the game where you're up 1-0, and a guy who's a 300-ish kind of hitter where you just need a base hit to add a run to your lead. That a lot of signs pointing to maybe something's not 100% right with Wilson. Quick Habas Law mound visit with the pinch hitter. Justin Message, the pitching coach. Susac, the catcher. So Heim off the bench against Eric Miller. 2 on, 2 out. Jonah Heim has 2 pinch hit home runs in the 9th inning or later this year. So this is like his spot. He swings it. It's a fly ball down the right field line. Lee chasing. Lee will catch it and slam into the wall in the corner and hang on to the ball. Another great catch by Jung-Hoo Lee. He gets up slowly. I think he slammed his knee into the foul pole. And he's going to get a big ovation as he comes back to the dugout. Man, what a play again. Jung-Hoo Lee is putting his body on the line and making one great catch after another. And that...
Cincinnati drills this ball. Goodbye. Bang to begin this series.
Leadoff home run number 30 in the career of Shohei Ohtani.
Jake Bennett, Rocky Mountain High. He is rolling along. Career high 9 strikeouts over 6 innings.
8 consecutive hits over 2 innings and finally touched the dish 3 times to walk it off.
8 shutout innings, 9 strikeouts for Kyle Bradish, and one of the best starts of Kyle Bradish's baseball life.
Brandon Woodruff coming back to the mound. 6 innings, 1 hit, 10 strikeouts, no walks. I mean, this was vintage Brandon Woodruff.
It looks like this guy's not scared of anybody. And he pitches like that. It's true.
Is before everyone else does. Come see the homes, walk the neighborhoods, and find the one that fits your lifestyle. Start your search today at riverislands.com.
This week at Rayleigh's in Nob Hill, members can get 3 1-pound value packs of Harris Ranch 85% lean ground beef for $5.97 a pound. Perfect for grilling burgers or meal prep. Just enter your something extra number at checkout to save. Only at Rayleigh's in Nob Hill.
Back to Orange and Black Bats Kraken on KNBR 104.5 and 680.
Well, the play's still buzzing. Jung-Hoo Lee with a great catch to keep the Giants deficit at 1. Bottom of the 9th, Elvis Alvarado out of the bullpen. And he throws ball 1. The big, hard-throwing right-hander Rafael Devers. The left-handed slugger at the plate to face Alvarado. 5th pitcher of the night for the A's. 1-0 A's lead. Here's the pitch. Devers swings and misses. Man, fastball right down the middle. But 99 miles an hour, 1-1. Heim stays in the game and plays 3rd. Muncy goes over to shortstop from 3rd. Adames on deck. Elvis Alvarado pitches. Devers hits a high drive center field. Going back on the ball. Bolte at the wall. Gone! Tie game! Rafael Devers with 1 swing ties it up. It's 1-1 here in the bottom of the 9th. And still nobody out. The Giants are going to have a chance to win this one here after Devers with one of his biggest swings as a Giant. The straightaway center field and a towering fly ball that just kept going. 12th home run of the year for Devers. What a swing. Here's Adames. He drives one to center, but not that deep. Going back and now coming in, Bolte to catch it 1 away. Devers with the home run that was crushed. Adames just didn't hit it all that hard. So he's gone on 1 pitch. 1 out. And here's Jung-Hoo. He could be the hero. Man, as he had an incredible stretch on both sides of the ball. Alvarado holding. His first pitch, Lee takes a strike. A slider in there, 0-1. Home Run Tracker sponsored by Belmont Pioneer. Built on relationships, built to last. Visit BelmontPioneer.com. We'll give you the distance after this 0-1 pitch. Lee hits a high foul off to the left out of play. Devers hit his .416 to straightaway center to tie it up. Koto on deck. Arise in the dugout, but not with a helmet on. We're not going to see Arise, it doesn't look like, in this game. Lee pulls one. Foul. He went down to get a low slider and almost hooked it down the right field line, but a foul ball. 2 more hits tonight for Lee. 2 more great catches in the outfield. Hitting .335 now. 1-1 here in the 9th inning. The pitch outside. with the splitter. Elvis Alvarado, 18th appearance of the year for him. It's the 4th home run he's given up in 20 innings pitched. 1-2. Here it comes. Lee fouls this one off to the left. 99 miles an hour on the outside corner, but Lee was able to fight it off. It's just Jung-Hoo is blossoming as a big leaguer in all ways. The at-bat quality, the defense, all of it. The toughness. 1-2 pitch. He hits a high fly ball right center. In the park, Butler coming over. Bolte will give way to Butler. He catches 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty for Victor Barracoto. Now Victor 1 for 3 tonight with a great defensive play, a throw to keep the game scoreless much earlier in the game. I mean, we know Barracoto, he's got power. He's got the power to end this game with 1 swing. Gilbert on deck. Here's the pitch. Barracoto fouls it back. He got a fastball that was out over the plate, but 100 miles an hour. Foul ball, strike 1. If the game goes to extra innings, the A's will have Meneses, Butler, and Muncy coming up. 0-1. The pitch. Barracoto, high drive. Left center field. It is gone! Victor Barracoto walks it off with his 2nd home run as a major leaguer. The Giants go deep twice in the 9th inning and steal a win from the A's. 2-1 the final. He touches home plate, and the Giants mob the rookie around the plate. What a moment for Victor Barracoto. He crushed it to left center field. And the Giants hit 2 in the 9th inning and walk off the A's by the final score of 2-1. The swing of Barracoto's life. The Giants mobbed him at home plate. They brought the Gatorade bucket out and doused him right at the plate. They didn't wait for the post-game interview. Oh my goodness, what a swing from Barracoto. That was awesome. And Giants fans went into celebration mode. They don't want to leave. Everybody's still hanging around after an incredible 9th inning. And a come from behind Giants win on 2 different solo home runs. 1 from Devers to tie it and 1 from Barracoto to win it. The home run tracker is sponsored by Belmont Pioneer, built on relationships, built to last. Visit BelmontPioneer.com. How about 445? Oh, my goodness. Barracoto, what an incredible shot that was. He was unhappy with a fastball that he was unable to square up the first pitch of the at-bat, and he did something about it on the next pitch. 109 off the bat.
Batting third, number 5, George Brett.
Love and find better deals for your budget at Raley's and Nob Hill. And we'll give you those game summary numbers for the victorious Giants. 2 runs on 6 hits. 2 of those 9th inning home runs and 1 error for the A's. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher will end up being Eric Miller, and he needs to go give Jung-Hoo Lee a hug because Lee's catch kept it a 1-0 game and really set the stage for all the drama in the 9th inning. And look, Miller gets credit too because he struck out Nick Kurtz and pitched a scoreless inning, but with some big-time help from his defense. That's Eric's first win of the year. The losing pitcher, Alvarado, he is now 3-3. The time of the game tonight, 2 hours and 28 minutes, and it was just a really fun, crisp game with a very cool ending. Attendance 37,526. The home runs, Muncy his 5th to put the A's ahead. And then the 2 in the ninth, Devers 12th and Barracoto's second. 2-1 final score. The Giants win it. Our on-site producer and engineer, Darren Chan. Our network coordinator, Rafael Corral. Our next broadcast tomorrow afternoon. Quick turnaround time, 11:45 pregame. First pitch at 12:45. The Giants and the A's from here at Oracle Park. For John Miller, who's off on assignment, Mike Krukow, Dwayne Kuiper, Dave Fleming saying so long. Final score. What a finish and what a game. Giants 2, A's 1. Our post-game show is coming up next. You've been listening to Giants Baseball on the Liberty Group. Protect your assets. Giants Radio Network.
Bryce Eldridge leads off for the Giants, and it's a high fly ball to right field. Going deep, way back there, still going. Adios!
San Francisco Giants Baseball has been sponsored by Bank of America, the official bank of the San Francisco Giants, and by Hab's Law. Hab's Law, they will fight to make it right.
That ball bounces out into San Francisco Bay. The first big league home run for Bryce Eldridge.
Giants Baseball has also been sponsored by Liberty Group and Protect Your Assets, and by Cars for Kids. Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's Cars for Kids with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
This game is over.
Stay tuned for the post-game wrap and highlights coming up next on the Giants Radio Network.
As a Giants fan, my favorite spot to watch games is in center field. This one Tuesday night, I started talking to this guy, Carlos. From then on, the two of us would go every Tuesday. We became the Tuesday Night Baseball Club. Our group grew from 2 to 20. It is now close to 40 people. We heckle, we cheer, we have fun. Our love of the Giants built a community.
Bank of America champions Giants fans and everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the San Francisco Giants, copyright 2026, Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Summer just turned up the heat. The year of millions rolls into its hottest season yet. More cash, bigger prizes, and even more chances at your share of $4 million. This is where summer wins big. $4 million in prizes all year long. And the next big moment, it could be yours. Only at Chichancy Gold Resort and Casino, where every day could be the day.
Struggling with social isolation? Chances are you're not alone. Well, maybe you are, but you don't have to be. Introducing Dinner with Mom. Just one meal may help increase happiness and restore your sense of belonging. Side effects may include taking home leftovers and unsolicited relationship advice. Do not attempt if you're allergic to unconditional love. Call your doctor if conversations last more than 4 hours. Don't wait. Ask your doctor if Dinner with Mom is right for you. Brought to you by El Camino Health. Together ring heals.
Do you support locally made sausages? Then support a San Francisco original, Evergood Sausage Company. Family owned and operated since 1926, crafting authentic sausages right here in San Francisco using time-honored recipes, quality ingredients, and real hardwood smoke. This year, Evergood proudly celebrates 100 years. From their legendary hot links to their pineapple sausages, Evergood has been part of Bay Area family traditions for generations. Look for Evergood at a store near you and taste 100 years of Bay Area tradition.
Hey, it's Greg Papa here for my friends at the Laser Eye Center of Silicon Valley. Having custom lens replacement CLR from Laser Eye Center has been life-changing for me. My vision is now perfect. I see great without needing those annoying reading glasses anymore, and the feeling of freedom is amazing. If you struggle with distance vision, need reading glasses, or bifocals, CLR is your permanent solution to readers, bifocals, glasses, or contacts, and you'll never develop a cataract. Don't wait until you're older like me to see great. Do all the things you love to do with perfect vision now. After tens of thousands of vision correction procedures, Dr. Craig Bindi and his team at the Laser Eye Center make it easy. You can start